Season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Milwaukee Brewers find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if one or two players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and today's starter, Mark Pryor.
Well, most pitchers today are pretty tall, but this guy's definitely taller than most. He's kind of an imposing figure out there, especially when he's standing on top of the bump. It's like he's looking down on you, so hitters have to be prepared for a couple of things. Ball can get on you a lot quicker because of the extension and release point, and then also tilt through the zone. If you're going to try to hit pitches at the bottom of the zone, it's going to be difficult to get on plane. So look for something up from this guy. You might have a chance to do some damage.
Strike two.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. I'm talking about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball two.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The 2-2 on the way. And that's outside. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the veteran shortstop, Robin Yount. That to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. He makes the grab. Runner tags up for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Prince Fielder.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game, just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
Now, Gary Sheffield. Drilled to center. That's way back, and you can't forget it. Home run. A two-run shot, his first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 2-0. yards. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
And here is Prince Fielder. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nelson Cruz digs in now. Big time power. Next pitch is outside.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. That was a moonshot. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. And towing the slab in this one, Brandon Woodruff. What do you look for here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Kicks and deals. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame. Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it can take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
And here it comes. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
No left field.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now here is Billy Williams. Woodruff throws to first. Horner back in on a dive. Horner at first, one gone. Horner on the go. Next offering is foul back. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul tip, and he hangs on for strike 3.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but Just came up with nothing but air. So, tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all.
Woodruff keeping an eye on him.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well.
Horner on the go. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. Knocks it down. Sheffield fires it to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Some hope it finds a hole.
Runner at first with 2 away. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. The 1-2. And down on strikes. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. New inning getting started. Up now for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Greg Vaughn. And a pitch. That one misses, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
And now 2-2.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Kicks and fires. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That's out number 2.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Two outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back. And now the center fielder, Joe Carter.
The center fielder, Joe Carter.
The 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And the right-hander deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. One down, base is empty. And now 1-2. That's down and in.
It's a good take.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The catcher, Wilson. John
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the power hitting catcher, Wilson Contreras. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. That misses the zone. 3 balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Another 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
For a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
They get the force. That is the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Score holds. It's 3-1. Top half of the 3rd inning. Down the third baseman, Paul Molitor.
Paul Molitor.
Here comes a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the pitch. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. This one's got a chance. And it finds the basket and gone. With 1 swing, he quiets the crowd. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Next for Milwaukee, Robin Yount. He's 0 for 1. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. All muscle to center field. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. Singy, this was a mammoth home run over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boo, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
And here is Gary Sheffield. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
One, two now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Prince Fielder. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And a pitch. And he walked him.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So up next, Nelson Cruz. He's already homered in this one. Fielder leads off first with 1 away. Falling behind 2-1. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field as we go to the last of the third. Here's a speed threat, Lou Brock. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
That one misses. Now 2-2. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Next offering is down low. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. Here's Nico Horner. A walk and a run scored his first time. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Misses outside, and it's 3-2. Back to work, 3-2 now. Left field. Snags it on the run. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Billy Williams. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They're down 5-1. Back here at the friendly confines. Out of the fourth. Up now for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. The wind of the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So digging in, Greg Vaughn. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
The 2-2. Got it by him for the K.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Curve, hit right back to him. Gathers and throws to first. And that'll do it. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're up 5-1. Back here at the ballpark, bottom 4, stepping in the long ball threat, Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks.
The wind of the pitch. And a count 1-2.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news. You got to be kidding me right here. Is he going to put him on?
So the leadoff guy being intentionally walked to get to the slugger. Okay. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Banks gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 1 down. And now Joe Carter.
The center fielder, Joe Carter.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
In there. And so now 1-2. And he deals. And now the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is foul back. That one 95 to finish him off. Cubs leave one. They're down here 5-1. On the mound now, Javier Assad.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's the shortstop at the play, Robin Yao. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out and he makes all the plays. The pitch. That one out to right. Suzuki on the move. Hauls it in for the out.
The right fielder, number 10,
Gary Sheffield up now for the Brewers. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Ball to strike. To the right side. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Prince Fielder.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Prince Fielder. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Well, hitter looked pretty comfortable on that swing. Pitchers don't like to see that. We'll see how he changes it up on this next pitch.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Gone in order are the Brewers. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Jimmy Nelson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He reached on a walk his first time. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So up now for Chicago, Matt Mervis. And the righty deals.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
At the belt and fires.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Matt Mervis with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And up next for Chicago, Lou Brock. That's a little bit low. Next one off the plate inside. And that's ball 3. Left-hand hitter waits. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Tags the runner. Whips it to first on the run. Just got him on that one. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Fires to first on the run. That's the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz.
The pitch.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And here it comes. The pitch. Cruz aboard here at first with nobody out. And the right-hander deals. Got him swinging. Next for the Brewers, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun.
The 1-1. Out towards right center field. Suzuki has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton at the plate. Greg Vaughn. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Nothing across on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cubs 1. And now it's going to be
Leading
Billy
off
Williams.
For the Cubs, the left fielder, Billy Williams.
The 1-1. Good eye right there.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Next offering in the dirt. And that's ball 3. And that's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Ernie Banks. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to center. Vaughn has this one sized up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
The batter, the third baseman, Christopher Morel.
Christopher Morel getting ready to hit. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Two outs. Swings through it for the K. He swung over top of the curveball. We go to the top of the 7th. Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Brewers, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
The 1-1. That's towards center. Carter should have it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Paul Molitor up now for the Brewers. Ball to strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. And a 1-2. That's to third. Morel slings it across, and 2 away to start the 7th.
now batting, shortstop, Robin Yount.
Robin Yount up now for the Brewers. Here's a 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner.
2-2 count.
This to center field. Carter should have it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
And welcome back.
The batter now, Seiya Suzuki. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The 2-1. Foul ball there. That one to first, and it gets by him.
The catcher, number 40.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Contreras.
The 2-1.
Ball 3.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Suzuki gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one in the air center field. Vaughn gets under it. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Mervis.
Man at first, Matt Mervis, the next to hit. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one missing low. The pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lou Brock.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Lou Brock. (3-2), and that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Second baseman.
1 out.
How are you doing?
Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
1 away.
Thanks.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate.
Billy Williams. 1-1 now. And fouled off. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. On the ground, right side. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Adbert Alzolay.
Number 73, Adbert Alzolay.
How's your experience playing this game? Is it worth it?
Now it's the right fielder, Gary Sheffield. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Here comes a pitch. And it is 2-1.
I am okay at it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Are all right.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Movement in the bullpen. Brooks Raley throwing and getting ready for David Ross.
So do you only stream this game, or you stream other games as well?
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch.
Just
Just
check
shot
my
it through the
YouTube.
infield.
So here's the Brewers DH, Nelson Cruz. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Kicks and deals. Next offering is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Righty delivers. And strike two.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one lifted in the air center field. Carter should have it. Drops into the glove. 2 down. Throw is high and over his head.
Now batting, second baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia will hit next.
I see it.
Now all even up. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cubs 1.
PTW, if I may ask a question to you. Sure.
Adrian Hauser taking over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Ernie Banks.
The shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Kicks and fires. This one popped up. Fielder settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's the third baseman, Christopher Morel. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Got him. And 2 away now.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
The 1-1. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cubs 1. New pitcher on here, Dwayne Underwood Jr.
Chicago Cubs. Number 56, Dwayne Underwood Jr.
So digging in, Ryan Braun.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
I'm actually an animator and YouTuber. I mainly do stuffs for streamers and YouTuber. Would you like to see my work?
And it gets by him.
No thanks.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Stepping in, Greg Vaughn. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
And there's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Braun at second. Vaughn on at first with nobody out. The 1-2. That one just misses. Two now. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Next for Milwaukee, Paul Molitor. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. That's a base hit. Run scores. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now on the bump, Brooks Raley. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Brooks Raley.
Up now for Milwaukee, Robin Yount. And the pitch. And now 2-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And a 2-1 on the way. Right side, hard hit. Horner over to first. And that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Brewers 6 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back. Digging in, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
2-2.
3-2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So a man aboard, and now the catcher comes up to him. Wilson Contreras. That one in for a strike, 2-2. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
So up next, Matt Mervis. Ball to strike. And downstairs. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Lou Brock digs in now.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. All loaded up here in the last half of inning number 9. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Jorge Lopez.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Right-handed reliever. Just missed. And that one fouled off. The 2-2 now. Base hit and a run comes in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. The tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And it's through for a hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Billy Williams getting ready to hit, known for his late inning heroics. That pitch gets the inside corner, and the count 1-2. And he deals. This one lifted in the air, left field. Braun makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Move to first. Corner back easily. Horner on the go. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. So now with one swing, this guy could end it. And that's a check swing at a ball in the dirt. And the count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Tying run at first. The winning run at the plate. Check on the runner. Horner gets back easily. Runner on the move again. Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. So he leaves the yard to left. And the Cubs win it on a walk-off 7-6.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. So the Cubs celebrate at the plate. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score this